very big hello to you. My name is Mark from Straight Line Training, and in this video I want to show you a really neat little tool, completely free, that will help you to declutter and remove a lot of the noise that's going on inside your Twitter account feed. So what am I talking about? This is your feed over here. So if you've logged into your account and you go to home, you will notice that here is your Twitter feed. So essentially this is 261 of your followers all tweeting at the same time. Can often create a lot of noise, and the worst case is that when you're tweeting your messages, if it's a very noisy Twitter feed, then your message is going to be lost in this feed. So we've got one new tweet that's already appeared. Holistic Annie here is tweeting. But if you scroll down, the idea is how often are your tweet messages coming up? So I'm having a look for one of mine, and I'm still scrolling down, I'm still scrolling down, still scrolling down, still scrolling down, and you can see that I've already scrolled several times and I'm still not seeing one of my Twitter messages. And now I've found one. I tweeted 26 minutes ago, and I've had to scroll down all through those tweets to find my Twitter message, which is essentially the experience that your followers are having, the same experience. So your message can be lost due to the noise of your Twitter feed. Now you can see already, just in a few seconds, 3 new tweets have already popped in. So there's another 3 tweets. So my message is being pushed even further down in the feed. So the idea is not to now go and post or tweet 20 messages every half an hour. Yeah, you're welcome to do that, but you're just going to create feed blindness to your messages, because people are going to be sick and tired of seeing all your tweets, and they're just going to shut you out, and that's not a good thing either. But for the sake of this, it might help to have this tool that I'll show you shortly to clean up the noise and just declutter this news feed of yours, or this Twitter feed of yours, a little bit more. So let's have a look at this tool. It's called the Twit Cleaner. So if you just go to Google and type in the Twit Cleaner, and you can see right here, it's the very first one. As I mentioned before, it's completely free. So what you'll need to do first is, this is the main dashboard, and you can see Twit Cleaner mentions a couple of benefits of what the Twit Cleaner software itself does. Right, so what we need to do is, there's a little button here. You're going to click the sign in button. That's going to now prompt you. Make sure that you're logged into the relevant Twitter account that you want to clean up, if you've got more than one Twitter account. And then you're just going to click on the blue authorize app button. Now straight away what's going to happen is it's now showing you that you're logged in. The very first one here that says view your report, this first little link here, you would click on that. Now what may happen, it might say generating, and it may take a few minutes before this particular screen pops up with your summary of all your Twitter newsfeed information and follow information. That being, the reason for that might be that you've not used this before. You might have several thousand fans, and you haven't done any decluttering, as I call it, before. So just give it some time, and this page will load. Once it loads, you'll start finding here that you've got a summary. So it says 303 of the 510 tweets, or followers as we know them, you're following are potential garbage. So roughly 59%. Now you can take that with a pinch of salt, but let's just quickly look through this. It gives you an overview of the percentage per category. So you can take time to just quickly read that. But this is where we can now start sorting the riff from the raff and declutter. And you'll see here that some people have potentially dodgy behavior. Now, the explanation the Twit Cleaner gives is it's nothing but links. So people are just posting links. They're not mixing their content up. They're not engaging. They're probably not retweeting, and just becomes a little bit too monotonous. So you now have the choice of unfollowing them. How do you do that? Very simply, if you hover over the actual image of the person or the company, and you click on it, it will show a little red no entry sign, and that effectively stands for unfollowing. So I've now unfollowed quick R underscore me. Social break. If I click through, and I can go through a whole lot of them, and just at random, obviously have a look and make sure you're not unfollowing influential or prominent people, possibly even clients that are following you on Twitter. Don't unfollow them. So just do your due diligence to have a look through here. If, say for instance, you've realized, so say for instance, let's go with Jill Choate over here, and I think, oh dear, I've made a mistake. I remember I don't want to unfollow Jill. No panic. Just simply click on it again, and it will remove the no entry sign, and that request to unfollow will disappear, so it won't take place. So very quickly, we're going to go down here to the next one, which is repeating the same URLs. The URLs they're referring to is in your Twitter feed is constant links. So these are the URLs or domains. So in here they're referencing, they're saying that these people are using the same links over and over again. So you can go through and you can decide whether you want to unfollow them or not, and that's fine. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to unfollow a couple, and that's fine. We move to the next one, which posts the same tweets too many times. So it's identical. So it's monotony, it's repetition. I'm not so sure that I want people who are going to take up my Twitter news feed with just the same identical. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to quickly click on those and unfollow them. Very next section, no tweets in over a month. So you've taken the time to follow people, and the reciprocity side of things is you would expect a good percentage of them to follow you back, and that's great. But these people I've followed and they haven't followed me back in over a month. So I may well decide, there's a couple of people that I know, so I might meet them in a networking event or at a seminar and say, hey, by the way, I followed you over a month ago, please, go and follow me back. And they might not be that active on Twitter, but they are part of my client base, so obviously I'm not going to unfollow them. But I may go through a couple now and just unfollow them of the ones that I don't totally recognize, and that's fine. Then the next one, fewer than 10 tweets. So the idea on Twitter is you want somebody to tweet valuable information and content. You want them to engage, and for them to engage back and retweet your stuff, they really should be more active in tweeting themselves. So I'm not going to unfollow this person because I do know them, but like I said before, I will mention to them next time I see them, hey, you need to get a little bit more active on your Twitter account. Then these people, they don't interact with anyone. So the point of Twitter is to engage in conversation and build a relationship. So if somebody's not going to interact back with me, then there's a good chance I'm just going to get rid of them. So I'm going to take a couple out here just for the sake of this demonstration. Then these people, similarly, these people are not interacting. These people hardly follow anyone back. Well, that's not good, is it? So I'm just going to get rid of a couple of people there. Then we have a couple of eggheads here. The idea is if you can't be bothered to add a profile image of yourself, at least people do business with people. They don't do business with eggheads. So I normally just get rid of those straight away. Little original content, you can take a view on that. That's not the end of the world for me. High percentage quotes. Yes, I follow a couple of people that just post and tweet about different quotes. I'm going to keep those. Self-obsessed. There's an element of us that are all self-obsessed, so I might just leave those. But then the big one is the people that are not following you back. So you've taken the time to follow people, and they're not bothering to follow you back. So now you have the opportunity to unfollow them and free up some space so that you can follow more people in order to get people to follow you back. So I might just take a couple here just for the sake of demonstration again, and we'll just click a couple random ones here of people. That's the idea is if people don't follow you back, then they don't quite understand how the Twitter etiquette works, and that's the idea of reciprocity. Anyway, so let's do a couple more. 1, 2, and let's do a last one. There we go. And that is essentially how you clean up the noise and the clutter on your Twitter main newsfeed. So now you can see I've had 448 people initially that I was following. Since I've done the twit cleaner, if I were to refresh this now, that number will drop, 426, and now I can go and follow a couple of other people, and hopefully, with a bit of luck, they will follow back. That's this demonstration. I hope this video has been of value to you. By all means, please share this video with your friends, your colleagues, and your network with who you think will get benefit from this. It's me, Mark, from Straight Line Training, signing out. Bye for now.